The Box Truck Bros, as featured on YouTube social media, reported substantial growth in their box trucking business, reaching $2.4 million in gross revenue in 2025. While individual net worth is not publicly disclosed, they have highlighted earning approximately $360,000 to over $400,000 annually and managing a fleet that has generated over 38,000 inches a single week. The business, which operates multiple box trucks, saw gross revenue grow from $1.2 million in 2023 to $1.7 million in 2024 and $2.4 million in 2025. In one video, they noted a shift from DoorDash to box trucks, making $360,000 per year. Other reports suggest high grossing weeks, such as 38,850 inches a single week with 5 trucks. They operate their own box trucking company, often discussing in their videos the costs of fuel, driver pay, and maintenance, as well as the benefits of having their own authority. They often share insights on managing a trucking business, dispatching, and navigating market rate changes. Enough with the BS. Owner-operators, what's your yearly average net profit? Not your revenue 200K or 300K Bs, but your net profit, meaning after fuel, maintenance, taxes, insurance, etc. What do you bring in? Talk about how they make 180K and 200K without them being transparent. My end goal is to be an OO. I've seen some OOs hit 180K revenue, but their net profit was 70K or 80K. I completely get it. I know fuel can run 40K, 60K a year per truck. I know maintenance can make or break you for a few weeks or even a few months, which not only hurts your revenue, but can definitely have you running with a net loss for a few weeks. I can't speak on everyone else, but my insurance will cost me $35K a year. That's with Progressive, 1 mil liability, 100K cargo, 2017 Cascadia. I know load board fees, taxes, and that 10% for running under someone else's authority can also add up. What I don't get is why do O's make it seem like they make 200K net profit when that's not the case. I'm sure being a serial entrepreneur, as he describes, he entered the infamous rat race, working in corporate America, employed within the finance sector for 16 years as a branch manager, but maintained other ventures outside of work. He constantly created additional income streams by establishing a t-shirt business, offering credit repair services, and entering real estate investing. In 2018, I got into the real estate industry and started fixing and flipping houses, and did well fixing and flipping houses because that's my real passion. Then the pandemic hit and real estate came to a standstill. Building materials was sky high. Nobody was getting evicted. Nobody was moving. I needed to start another business because I always knew I wanted more. And he explains, the financial independence entrepreneurship afforded Williams motivated him to leave his 9-to-5 occupation. I had reached the ceiling at my position, and then I ended up training my boss. So that was a slap in the face. However, although the field is lucrative, Williams considered the maintenance, the breakdowns, and the overhead to run this particular enterprise. He met an associate who advised him he could enter the industry utilizing the rental route. After much consideration, an intrepid Williams acquired his first rental truck in January 2021. 3 weeks later, he scaled up to a second box truck, eventually expanding to having 8 trucks at one point, thereby initiating the success of his business. Williams discovered renting box trucks instead of purchasing became a more viable business model. Obtaining a commercial vehicle requires creditworthiness, a substantial down payment, and readily accessible income or upkeep of the truck while in transit. To bypass those financial potholes, as an upcoming entrepreneur within the supply chain management, Williams went to a Ryder, opened a rental account, and commenced his business with only $3,200.